Hi guys, welcome to or back to my channel. I just wanted to say quickly, if you're only here because of my clickbaity, a little bit of clickbaity title, I'm going to put a timestamp that has all the details of the house buying process, like if that's what you're here and you're interested in, because this is a full weekly vlog, so showing my full week. But I would so love if you could watch my full weekly vlog. But of course, if you're only interested in how my house buying process is going, down below there will be a timestamp and you can click that and go straight over to the section of the video which talks about what's happened with our house buying. So yeah, if you want to head straight to that, all down below. If not, enjoy the vlog. Hi everyone, welcome to, oh my god guys, so I just tried to film my starting clip for this vlog and oh my god, the lighting, should I get my ring light? Let's go. That is better. Hey guys, welcome to another weekly vlog. I literally got home from work. I didn't take you to work, everybody was in today, very different from Tuesday last week. It's Monday today, but first day back. Last week everybody was in, so I didn't do any work vlogging like I did last week. So got in, was gonna film me making spaghetti bolognese for dinner, but the camera didn't have any battery, so failed miserably there. Filmed probably one clip of me being like, no battery. But for my friend Mel's birthday, we are all going to see the new Tommy Wiseau film, and it is, if you don't know who Tommy Wiseau is, he's the guy who directed and starred in the iconic movie The Room. I'll put a picture here if you haven't seen it. It's a watch, I must say, but he regulars the Prince Charles Cinema in Leicester Square, and he's made a new movie called, I think it's called The Shark or Shark something, and he's doing like a Q&A or like meet and greet or something afterwards. So we are all quite like ironic fans of the movie The Room, so we are all gonna go see it and go for like a Chinese or something before. And it's literally only showing at the Prince Charles Cinema in London, and I'm in charge of booking tickets. Everyone sent me money, so I'm gonna book the tickets right now. Good morning. It is Tuesday. I woke up really late for me. I woke up about 7. So I'm rushing through my morning routine to still try and get everything done by the time I leave for work. But yeah, feeling very rushed. Luckily I prepped quite a lot the night before, so like my lunch is done, my bag is packed with all my stuff for my class. But yeah, we're powering through. I use my Apple Watch to wake me up, and sometimes I'm just too sleepy, like it just doesn't wake me up. And I stayed up a little bit later than normal playing Zelda. So I mean, it was a win to play Zelda, but also I'm now like, so it happens. Yeah, so just getting ready. But we'll probably end up being out the same door at the time I normally am anyway. It was bloody freezing yesterday. It started to snow. None of it settled, but it definitely did snow yesterday. So I assume it's going to be pretty similar today. So it's like I have a really cute outfit on every day, and then it gets ruined by the fact I have to just stick my North Face on top of it. And I've got one of those like massive navy blue long North Faces, like a proper like mum on the school run coat. Like it's not cool. So I definitely need to wear that because it's so cold, and even in that I feel a little bit of a chill. So I've just finished work and I'm off to a spin class. I'm trying not to walk and vlog too much anymore because I definitely need a new camera, and this is so seasick shaky when I walk and vlog. So yeah, maybe I should crowdfund me a new camera. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? But yeah, I can't justify one at the moment. But once we bought the house, bought the flat, we've got loads of news about the flat today actually. I really gonna sit down and go through all of that with you once I'm home. But right now, yeah, got a spin class in like half an hour, so gonna head to that, going with my friend Lydia, which will be really nice to get to like work off some of the things I'm like thinking about from today, because I haven't been thinking about the, I mean I constantly think about the flat, but like rose tinted glasses, and my rose tinted glasses have come off today, so need to debrief on that with you when I get home or tomorrow morning.
Where are the other mice?
So I just got in from my spin class. God, I look dishevelled. It was probably, oh, the lighting in here is atrocious. Me and Pete were watching back my vlog because I wanted to see how it looked on a big screen, and the lighting in this oh my God, I'm sorry.
Leave that in.
Huh?
Leave that in.
I'm not leaving that in. The lighting in this kitchen does me absolutely no justice. I'm definitely cuter than this. But yeah, that was an utterly disgraceful spin class. I think I actually technically came third. They like have your like how hard you're working ranks on there, and I was working to my maximum, okay, pretty close to my maximum potential, and I had 2 coughing fits in this class, and I was not okay, and I scored like almost, I think it was like 270 or something. The top people were like in the 800s, and I have no concept of how hard they're working. I know everyone's fitness is different, so hard for me and them is 2 completely different things, but they're obviously working to some sort of potential that I don't know if I'll ever even achieve. It was just mind blown. I definitely like to go back though. I burnt 6, I don't like to count calories, but I like it in terms of like how like difficult a class was, but I burnt like 650 active calories, I think, so mental. I need to feed straws in a minute, but I came home and Peter made din-dins, and din-dins, how embarrassing, dinner, and he's also made us lunch for tomorrow, which is dreamy. He's made us boiled eggs to go in our lunch tomorrow as well. I think I'm going to just have tuna pasta with a boiled egg. I think he obviously, yeah, he's made enough pasta for both of us. We're both having tuna pasta and a boiled egg because we're gym bros now. I might have a boiled egg for breakfast, maybe. Anyway, but we've had a whole bunch of news about the flat today. If you didn't know or you're new here, me and my partner Pete are buying a flat, currently buying a flat in London at the moment. And it's all been going far too smoothly up until this point, so obviously something had to go wrong, and it has. So I'm going to clean this kitchen because it's an absolute state, and Pete made dinner and lunch, so this is my responsibility. So I want to talk you through that, but A, I need to get this kitchen cleaned, and B, we know this lighting's not making me look cute. I actually don't know if I'm going to look cute right now because I've just got back from spin, and obviously, honestly, doesn't matter. I just need to give you the news about the house, flat, home, yeah, because it's all got a little more complicated. But it'd be great to get your advice on it as well. If you are someone that's bought recently or is in the process of buying, it'd be great to get some advice on it. So yeah, I'm gonna swing around, make the kitchen neat, probably make some teas, and then we can chat about it.
I like toilet paper. I use body shop.
The body shop?
Treats of food.
Treats? Yeah, food treats.
The body.
They're cool, isn't it? Oh, did you want your dinner? Hi guys, so I'm just gonna brush my hair and put some hair oil and stuff in, so I thought now would be the perfect time to discuss what has gone on with the flat buying process. So today was the day we got our survey back, but we also got some other news today. So we are in a 4-person chain for buying our property, and not everybody, a lot of people have said to me that's quite a big chain to be in, but we were sort of reassured by our estate agent, our vendor, that most of the chain was in quite a good stage. However, the final person in the stage, I don't 100% know what their situation is, but they weren't buying, they were moving into rented accommodation, and they have actually now decided they will no longer be moving out of their property, hence breaking like the top bit of the chain. So the 3rd person in the chain, the people that our vendors are buying from, now don't have anywhere to buy. So we were all hoping, well actually our vendors, who I think has hit this whole thing has hit the hardest, our vendors were hoping for, they wanted to complete like now, they wanted to complete like ASAP. January was their ideal. Obviously we can't actually, like, we didn't want to complete until February really, so we've been kind of looking at a mid to end Feb completion date, but obviously you have to take everything with a very, very big pinch of salt when it comes to these sorts of things. So that's what we've been thinking in our heads, but it doesn't mean that it was ever the reality of what was going to happen. So yeah, we got that call today, and we are now, I don't know where they've plucked this date from. I don't know enough about how it works. If you've got any advice, please do let me know, or a similar situation you've been in. They've now plucked a date of Easter weekend as possible completion, or that's what the rest of the chain wants to aim for. So there are 3 people left, even though one person now no longer has a house to buy. But so I've said, yeah, we are happy to wait to that. We are actually in our flat until July. However, our landlady has told us we can leave whenever we want to, basically, as long as we're giving her enough notice, because she wants to, we're paying a very, very good rate to live in this place. We're not paying anything near what it's worth because we got it 2 years ago. So she wants to up the rent for this place, so it's a bonus for her the quicker we get out, really. So she's pretty easy chill about the whole situation, so it's quite great from that perspective. But this is our first real hurdle we've encountered. It's been a really, really smooth process, like seamless smooth up until now. So like everybody says when you're buying your first property, or you're buying property in general, like you're gonna hit some bumps in the road, it's gonna be stressful. So yeah, we're obviously always going to hit a bump in the road. Everybody does. My bra's not hanging there, is it? No, it's not too bad. Everybody does when they're buying a property, so it is what it is. And I think, so I called Peter work to let him know, and I think he was actually hit harder by it than I was, because Pete's like a proper empath. Like my feelings, like how I'm feeling really, really affects him. I think where he's an empath anyway, and also loves me, so he was really, we didn't have a chance to talk that well about it when he was at work, obviously, but I think he was worrying more because he was worrying that I would be absolutely devastated that we've been pushed back, because I'm the one that's like really, really, like, we're both excited, but he's more like going with the flow, and I'm like, I want to buy everything, want to paint everything, so yeah, he I think he was worried about how I was going to be feeling. And when I told him that, I'm like, do you know what, like, these things happen, we're pushed back by a month and a half, we still know we love this place, and if it doesn't end up going through, we'll find somewhere else we love. But if it's just waiting another month and a half to have the place that we have fallen in love with, then we'll do it. It's also 2 more paychecks until then. Also, if we're doing it this way, we won't have any time. So we were going to have the flat and the house, the flat we live in now, the flat we're buying at the same time, for a few weeks, which would obviously have an impact on finances in terms of having to pay rent and mortgage similar times. We're now not looking at doing that. We're looking at literally, fingers crossed, but obviously anything can happen. I'm not saying this is gospel, but we will be looking at, if we do move that Easter weekend, it being in the new flat, out this flat the same weekend, which will obviously be like a little bit more stressful, but will probably, in the grand scheme of things, maybe save us like £2,000 in payments, which is like substantial. So is the tick there. There's also, the mortgage rates are dropping, so I've emailed our mortgage advisor, and he's re-looking at mortgages for us, and it's possible that we are going to able to go down 1.5 percentage points in interest, which is insane. So now we've got more time to look into that. He's obviously also advised maybe waiting a few more weeks longer, seeing if they go down even more, because interest rates are going down quite rapidly. So there's a potential that we could get a well under 5% mortgage, which is just unheard of. When we started looking for this, we had like quite a good mortgage rate for the time. It's 3 months since we put our offer in. The mortgage rates have dropped, so we're going to be able to get, and that will be, I think, in terms of regards to monthly payments, almost 250, 260 quid off every single month's payment, which is huge. So for us, it's not the end of the world. There's loads of positives out of this, but like financial positives also. We love where we live. Getting another month here, I'm fine with it, and I'm just so fine with it. It is what it is. However, we also got our survey results back, which are all in all pretty good, pretty sort of the things you'd expect. We have two key issues. So one is they recommended us getting an asbestos test. It's a 1970s or 60s, 1960s building, and they said the fabric on the roof looks like it could possibly contain asbestos. So they recommend an asbestos check. I looked up, and also our estate agents advised on someone that could look into it for us. It costs around £80 to £100 to do. We're 100% going to do that. Totally worth it. Obviously, if the property has asbestos, that is a massive issue. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. If we get to it, that's probably a pull out of the sale situation, I would say. But at the moment, we don't know yet. So I'm a firm believer in never worrying about things twice. If something hasn't happened yet, there's no point worrying about it, because if it does happen, you've worried about it twice. If it doesn't happen, then there was no need to worry about it at all, and you've wasted the worry. So we're both firm believers of that. So it's a very relaxed household in all of this over here. Also, the other issue is our current owner has moved the boiler from, I don't know where it was initially, but they've moved it into the loft. And so this is for our lawyer to deal with, but our lawyer needs to get oh, my ring light's dying, I think. Is that gonna be a bit better? Probably put the white light on. Ooh. We'll get through this quickly, so the current vendor has moved the boiler into the loft, and they basically, we don't have, or I don't know if we have, I need to speak to our lawyer. This all came through quite late today, so our lawyer might have some of this information already, but our lawyer needs to look at, get all the information to check that that was done like legally or in all the right ways, done by a gas safe engineer, because our survey noticed that there needs to be a few more beams, and it needs to be some more paneling in the loft or something to make it like safe and accessible. So that's something I definitely would like the vendor to either clarify or do before they leave. So that's definitely something we need to look at. They were the two main things. Oh, and then there's like one wall that had been removed, and they just wanted to check that they've got the papers to say that that was done with the leaseholder's permission or something. But yeah, other than that, survey was pretty okay. That's actually two quite big things, but do you know what? We'll get to it when we get to it. But yeah, that was the big house update. That was 10 minutes. I am going to hopefully have put a little timestamp in, so you can either skip this part of the video if you're not interested, or just get to this part of the video if you're interested. But my ring light's gonna die, so you're not gonna be able to see me in a minute anyway. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Station. It's probably quite loud actually, there's loads of people around, but we are going for dinner and then going to watch comedy, so I'm really excited. Everybody's there already. I'm like 20 minutes late. That is a habit I need to break quickly. Bloody hell. It is Thursday morning. Is it Thursday? Yes, it's Thursday. We went to the comedy last night, and it was so fun. I had a really good time. Went to a restaurant called Solace in Battersea Power Station first, which was okay. It was quite nice, but it wasn't like, I'm not like gonna be like you must go or anything. And then we went to watched the comedy at All About Comedy in Kennington. I am just grabbing my phone because they had like, so they have like 2 people they'd announced, and they had like a mystery guest, and I can't remember the name of the mystery guest. I'd never heard of him, but apparently he's like a thing, like quite famous. Josh Widdicombe, I recognise the name. I'm really bad with comedians and stuff, so I didn't know who he was, but he was really funny and really cute, and I really liked him. He said he was on what's that show where they go like back in your ancestry DNA, Who Do You Think You Are, and actually found out he was a direct relative of King Henry VIII, which I thought was quite funny. It was a funny story, he told it well. And then the last person who performed was a guy called Nish Kumar, who I absolutely loved. Like, he like was really sort of like, his comedy was really sort of like dark and like politically driven, and it almost felt like it wasn't comedy. You were just like being like yelled at, but like in a really kind of funny, powerful way. I really enjoyed him. I thought he was absolutely great, and I'm definitely gonna like check out more of his stuff as well. So yeah, that was a super fun evening, really fun. I haven't had too many more updates on the house, to be honest. We actually found out, I think I mentioned the stuff with the boiler where they moved it. Our lawyer has found out that we have all the right paperwork for that, so that's moving along nicely. And also our mortgage advisor has said to wait, obviously, a little bit longer for the interest rates to go down. And then I am honestly like a little, like, I check the interest rates on like better.com, and like follow all these like, I guess like property influencers on TikTok and Instagram, and apparently Santander have just released a mortgage rate at 3.99%, which is just mental. So if we can get anywhere near that, it's like life-changing sort of difference for us, in terms of like how our lifestyle could be if we have those 2 different mortgages. So yeah, like I'm really just looking at it like this is, it really could end up really positively for us. So feeling very grateful. And yeah, so this evening, so I'm going to work now, but this evening we are going out for Pete's mum's birthday. So we're going to a Thai restaurant around where we live, which should be really lovely. I'm very excited. But yeah, gotta get through a day at work first, and I think it's not gonna really be a busy one. We had a lot of meetings and stuff yesterday, so like going on in our office. So I think today will be just a bit more relaxed. And yeah, customer care kind of tends to drop off towards the end of the week anyway. Our customers are Monday. They call us on Monday or Friday evening, like getting us like the 2 ends really. So yeah, cool. Anyway, so, oh my God, why do I feel like all like, I don't know. Anyway, so I need to finish feeding Strawberry, little sheepy baby here. Do a litter tray, hang all this mess I've got sorted, and do a little bit of like chores around the house before I go. I like to like, it really annoys me when I can't get all that done in the morning. I like to have like the house all put together when we come back. So I'm gonna do a few bits and bobs and then get on with the day. We were balancing on a Merit, like you know, the bronzing sticks, which is very precarious, but it's fine. You're there. So it's Friday. Friday is always the day I end the vlog on. I'm off to work, and after work, why am I wearing earrings? I just let my earrings there. And after work, I don't have any plans, which is so nice. So me and Pete are making like a curry from Pete's sister got him like a 1-pot curry recipe book for Christmas. So we're gonna make a biryani. He keeps correcting me when I call it a curry. We're gonna make a biryani from that, which sounds really nice. So just like a nice kind of evening cooking, and then probably I don't know, I feel like playing Zelda. We normally, if we're both sort of in on a Friday and relaxing and stuff, we normally end up watching like a new show or a movie, but I really feel like playing Zelda, so I think it'll be a Zelda evening. So yeah, a few flat updates. We are full steam ahead with all the checks and stuff we're doing for the survey, and our landlady for the place we live in now has said we're all fine to move out or around Easter weekend, and she has said that the estate agent want to come and take pictures of the flat, so I need to give her some dates that are good for her to come and take pictures of the flat, which is so weird. Like, it is, I've put a lot of like love and energy into making this flat look the way it does, and I'm almost sort of like proud and excited for her to see the new pictures, because when we saw the listing of this place, it looked terrible. It was actually the tenant that was in here, not the one before us, the one before that. That's when the pictures are from. They were really, really old. This bedroom, there are 2 pictures of this bedroom rather than having any pictures of our bedroom. I said in the previous vlog, I'm not crazy about our bedroom, but I think we've done like the best we can with it for sure. But it's like a really big, bright, lovely space in a gorgeous building. Like, beautiful Art Deco old building. It's just, it is a gorgeous, gorgeous flat, and it's got so much more potential than like it has. I don't know how to put that. Like, it's got, the space has got so much more potential. It needs, like, if somebody bought this and like updated it and stuff, it would be just wonderful. But yeah, the space is great, so somebody's gonna love living here. I'm really curious to see what she puts it up for. I think it's gonna go for like well into, like, I reckon maybe 2,500 it'll end up going for, with the London rental market at the moment. If you are looking for a flat in southwest London, DM me on Instagram and I can give you more details, and maybe send you the listing and stuff once it's up, because I would recommend it. We also don't, like, our bill's really cheap, and yeah, it's a great flat. I don't need to sell it to you. Probably half of you don't live in London are looking for rented accommodation, but if you know a gal, yeah, I think it would be, so it's been a great flat for us. So it's a great flat for like couples, and I think like me and Emily, my best friend, like we obviously lived together a few years ago, if you watched me that far back, and if you watched me that far back of when we went travelling together as well. If you've been around for that long, let me know. If you want to catch up on all those videos, we went travelling in 2019, 2020, all around Southeast Asia, so go check those out if you're interested. But the flat we lived in was really great as well. I've lived in some really nice places, but this would be great for 2 girls sharing, like so nice. It's got so much wardrobe space, so much space to like have like beauty desks and stuff, and really bright light for your pics, and yeah, it's gorgeous. Anyway, that is a big ramble about my flat. I'm obviously very nostalgic about leaving here as well. It's not happening yet. We've still luckily got 2.5 months in here, which is brilliant. So yeah, but also one other thing is our landlady doesn't know we have straws, so that's going to be a bit of a debacle when they come to take the pictures, but we'll figure that out when we get to it. As I said earlier in this video, I just deal with things as they come. So yeah, I think I'm just going to bundle her up and take her over to Pete's parents, because they live around the corner. So yeah, I'm gonna head off to work now, and I'm sure I'll catch you later when we're making our curry, or maybe throughout the working day. I think I'm gonna treat myself to a blank street again today, because I can't resist. Another thing I want to show you as well is I have been sent a few really cool PR packages. So I've been sent all, I actually wanted to get in contact with them because I wanted this for our new place. But this is Hello Clean, which are a hair company that focus on products that deal with having hard water. So in London we obviously have really hard water, and these soften up the water, or have like shampoos and conditioners that make like that act against the hard water to like work better for your hair. So this is the bit I'm most excited about, which will probably only go up in the new flat. I'm not going to bother installing it here, but it is a hard water filter. So you pop it on your shower and it softens the water, so obviously making it way better for your hair and skin actually. But I always say whenever I leave London that my hair feels so much nicer when I wash it, and I'm really hoping that's going to give me that effect. And then they've given me the shampoo, the conditioner, and the clarifying scalp soak. So I'm going to try all of these. I think I'm going to try all of these before we move, because I just can't wait, but that will be being saved until we move. I then also got a massive box of toilet roll. So Who Gives a Crap, it was very dark in here, but Who Gives a Crap have sent us, I hope that wasn't, have sent us a massive, you can't see that, have sent a massive box of toilet roll. So I will open that later, or tomorrow, because I'm going to make some content for this, but you'll see it on my Instagram. I've made it to the office. My hair's all falling out. I usually put a little tie in and then do my clip, but I just was feeling very lazy aesthetically this morning, so I didn't bother. I picked up a little sandwich from Prep and a coffee, and yeah, get into work. So I've just got home from work and we're making dinner. We're having a curry out of Pete's cookbook. I don't know what Pete is, but we're having a curry out of Pete's cookbook. And you've got all the extra bits and bobs for it. So I'm actually really excited for this. It's we picked 2 vegetarian recipes this week because I want to start eating vegetarian like a little bit more. We cook together and eat all our meals together, and Pete doesn't want to go vegetarian. And I don't know if I want to go fully vegetarian, but I want to definitely be more considered in my meat eating. So this is one of our vegetarian recipes of the week. It's a chickpea biryani. Very excited about it. We've made an absolute massive mess cooking that, but I'm so excited for it. It smells amazing. We had to go on Amazon and like buy so many of the spices for it, like cardamom pods. I don't remember what else we had to buy. Got them all here, yeah. Black and green cardamom pods. What's this one? Cloves, bunch of stuff that Waitrose did not have, but it like smells like nothing I've ever cooked before. I do use quite a lot of spices and stuff when I cook, but nothing like that unique. So yeah, and I also we had to fry the onions in like a whole bunch of oil, and I've saved the oil as well, so I'm gonna keep this as our little oil stash. Now it's like onion infused oil, because in the book it said that if you make curries quite a lot, then using the oil, like the onion infused oil, is obviously more delicious than using actual oil. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. So just giving strawberries her dinner. That was absolutely delicious. It was so yummy, but oh my, I don't know what I'm putting you. I want to put you down because of the wobbling. But oh my god, it was so spicy. I think we put peppercorns in. I think we should have put just cracked pepper as well. And we put way too much chili powder. We put the recipe chili powder and chilies, but it's fresh chilies and chili powder, and it was way too hot for me, but I really enjoyed it. It was really good. Yeah, I think we're gonna watch Goodfellas tonight. Because I want to do some research for a Mob Wives Trends video I want to make. So I will see if I can get through Goodfellas. But I think the POV right now is to put my pyjamas on just so I can be out of clothes that like smell of cooking and be a bit more comfortable.
Karen, Mickey said that Jeannie's husband... You know why Jeannie's husband went to the can? Because of Jeannie, because he wanted to get away from... She called me the anti-CH.
Hi guys, so I only made it about halfway through Goodfellas. Goodfellas.
You absolute dork.
Goodfellas. Goodfellas. Yeah, so, but it was fine. I enjoyed the first 1/4 or 2/4 or whatever I watched of it. 2/4 would be a half. Yeah, so I've just done my skincare and now I'm in bed, and it's Friday evening, so I'm gonna edit the vlog to get it ready to go up for Monday. I don't vlog on the weekends because that's when I film the rest of my content. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Check back next week, I'll be here doing this again. And hit subscribe if you want to stay updated for my future videos. I'm making a lot of like trend content for January, so I really hope you enjoy it. Catch you in my next one.